me, I was the final year that it was $3,000 a year, so I luckily just missed the $9,000 a year thing. But I reckon I'm still in about 30 grand debt.
Well, I don't actually know that much about it, to be honest. It just kind of comes out my account.
So it's tuition fees. It was £27,000 to cover all of those, plus maintenance, which was some amount. I'm not sure exactly what it was. So a good deal over probably 30 grand.
I've had a little bit of information about paying it back. I'm still not 100% sure about how I'm going to pay it back, on how much I have to pay back.
I think the process of paying it back has been, fairly routine and fairly as expected. Like I said, small little parts out of your paycheck every month, nothing too shocking and horrible.
Relatively straightforward in my case. I sort of paid it back in small lump sums over a couple of years after university, so it was relatively straightforward.
I haven't started paying it back yet. It hasn't been what I've expected in terms of the fact that the contract that we engaged in when we originally signed for our student loans was changed, so the way I will pay it back will be different to how I initially thought I would.
I knew that coming from a very working class background, my parents wouldn't be able to afford my fees straight out, so I'd have to look into a way of funding that. And that was off my own back that I did find that out. But since I've become a teacher, I've noticed that a lot of my students aren't aware of the fact that you can go to university without your parents paying for it. It's done for you.
I didn't really know the difference between grants and loans. I didn't know how much debt I was going to come out of university with at all.
I think that having a degree does justify the debt, and I don't feel that it's been a waste of money in that respect. I think I'm happy that I've done it, and I see it as an investment in myself and my future, I guess.
I think the whole thing of having a degree in terms of what that gives you coming out of it, and the process itself, those 3 years were such a good 3 years, that in a way it does feel as though it's been worth it.
Having a degree allowed me to go and work at big banks, but in the end I didn't want to do that. So I eventually quit and start my own business, which I could have done without a degree.
So I've stayed with the same bank for no real reason than laziness.
I've stayed with the same bank since graduating. NatWest has been perfectly good to me. The overdraft system, whilst I'm annoyed I have that now, was really useful when I was at university. It was really easy to access. They were very understanding with it.
I've stayed with NatWest since I graduated. You can keep your overdraft for 2 years after you finish your degree, so I didn't see a reason to go away from them, mainly because I need my overdraft still.